Okay, let's analyze this engagement between Assassin 7 and Flow, followed by Zippo. These guys started the engagement at 31 kilometers away of each other. Assassin 7 is the first to shoot with a R-77. He doesn't think that this missile will have energy enough to hit Flo, but he does it anyway, expecting that Flo turn defensive, but Flo doesn't and fires 120. In the meantime, Assassin 7 that is here is going for a terrain masking tactic. Flo that is over here has perfect view on Assassin 7 until he got this small mountain in between and he goes further in the valley. So by this time, Flo doesn't have any view on Assassin 7 anymore, and neither Zippo. Flo continues on the valley, and this in this moment, the first mistake of Flo happens. Flo disengage the attack on Assassin 7 and engages with another player. Engages with Wolf, that was myself. When I start analyzing this, I never knew that I was involved in this fight. I was analyzing Assassin 7 only. Well, Flow now is not engaged with Assassin 7, neither Zippo is. Both are engaging with Wolf, that is 40 kilometers away. But Assassin 7 is only 12 kilometers away, 13 kilometers away. So this is an error. You see that I fire an R77. I am 31 kilometers away. I'm not pretending to, I'm not believing that this missile will get to the target, but I'm trying to put flow defensive here, and I'm going defensive. I start to crank 45 degrees and chafing. This is an error, low chaff. I have to make more chaff and not so early. By this moment, I have no indication that there is a missile in the air, and there is not, so I'm wasting chaff here. This missile is getting closer, but it's in this moment that Flow make the second mistake. First, he ignores Assassin 7 that now has a 6th position in advantage of Flow, and I fire the second R77R. Flo doesn't get a chance to make a second shoot. He probably lost me in the radar and could not be acquired. So while I am breaking defensive, now 90 degrees of Flo, he has one missile getting close, a second missile getting close, and a third missile getting close. And let's see what happened. This first missile, beside almost get him, it passes so close, 100 meters. It should be able to detonate by proximity, but it never does. So the missile has some energy, but low energy, 800 kilometers per hour, is this smooth curve that he does that changes the whole situation with this missile. If he gets the same path, the missile will get him. But he does this small curve, and then the missile passes away. The second missile is losing energy because it's in a tough position. This missile is climbing now because Flow is climbing, and also this missile has to chase Flow. The third missile that I shoot has a much better advantage. I shoot the missile from 4,000 meters, 5,000 meters. Oh, let's see, let's check this. Yeah, the missile was shot from 400 and 4,500 meters, while this missile is fired at 100 meters, 1,000 meters. And look that, this missile is fired, the third missile, sorry, is fired after this missile is the second. He's the second missile, but he will get to the target after the third missile. Look, pay attention to these missiles. This missile is closer, 10 kilometers apart from 20 kilometers, but this missile will reach after this one. Let's see. Look, this changes everything. More energy, gravity assist going down, and energy combined. They are hot to each other. So this missile has much more advantage on this missile that is cold and has to climb, has the opposite of the gravity force. But he will get to the target in time. Well, this was the second mistake of flow. Forget. The first one was forget, and the second one was not being able to acquire the target to fire a second missile. Well, in the meantime, Zippo has launched a second missile against Wolf, and interestingly, when assassin loses his target, he immediately engages in Zippo. So let's see that. Let's see from the perspective of assassin. So assassin is here. He's acquiring this target. This target is destroyed, so he immediately turns on Zippo. He's not visual on Zippo yet, but he knows that Zippo is there. That's the second mistake of Zippo. Zippo forgets that assassin is still there. So while Zippo is saturating Wolf with 100 missiles, we have 1 that's stretched, 2, 3, 4, 5 missiles in the air, all them targeting Wolf, and the real threat that is only 10 kilometers away, while Wolf is 18 kilometers away, is left all alone to fire Iron 7 ET thermal missile only 6 kilometers away. There's nothing that Zippo could do to defend that missile. But the only thing that he should do is evade earlier. Well, that's pay off. While I am defending, using the same tactic, chaffing, braking, and going for terrain masking, we have Zippo dead, and these missiles that are all pitbull by this time, they doesn't get the energy to get me here. So these missiles are all trashed, and I'm free to go defensive. And look how close this missile was. 2.5 kilometers. 2 kilometers, and then they are all trashed. We are not coordinated, we are not talking to each other in the radar, so this was individual actions. Assassin was amazing, he almost killed the 2 guys alone. And this is it, guys. Links in the description, and thanks for watching.